good has all the art's been tonight? I am shit myself because everything's been so good tonight. As I said, my name is William. I work for the Centre for Lifelong Learning, or as my head of department had in a presentation yesterday, 100 people, Centre for Lifelong Leaning. And then he said the next one, Centre for Lifelong Leering. That's what happens when I go on holiday and I can't check his presentations. Everybody must have a boss, or everybody here who works in academia must have a boss who just focuses on his academia. The head of my department is really good at what he does. He studies masculinities and lifelong learning. He's actually in Bongo land just now in Africa. I get an email, I sit in the desk, and Rob's office is there, so I'm sitting there, and I get an email, "Dear Wilhelmina, can you come into the office? The electricity's not working." And I was like, okay. I was like, how's he emailing me if the electricity's not working? So I go in, and he's sitting on his desk on his phone. So I was like, okay, he texts me on his phone, that's why he said Wilhelmina, or I hope that's why he said Wilhelmina. It's like, what's wrong, Rob? It's like, William, the electricity's not working. That's supposed to be an Irish accent, by the way. I've been told it's kind of Jamaican/Welsh. William, the electricity's not working. I was like, okay. He's like, the lights aren't working. Okay. I was like, the lights? The lights are working. My computer's not working. It was on the screensaver, Rob, it was just black. But my clock's not working. Rob, it's batteries. It's like, oh, William, I'm just back from Australia. It's been such a long day. It's like, of course it's been a long day. It's been stuck at 1 o'clock all day for you. Anyway, so I guess everybody here's me from Strathclyde. I've had to live most of my adult life. My wife and most of my friends all went to Glasgow Uni, so I've had to put up with, oh, you just go to a tech college, you just go to a tech college. Played for the football team, and I played against Glasgow Uni a few times, and it just rubbed them up my neck, these Glasgow Uni people, the twats. See the guy with the beard? He isn't wearing a tweed jacket though, see, they wear the beard, the tweed jacket. So I played against Glasgow University, big game, big rivalry, but I had to put the hands up to the crowd. Instead of the bottles of tennis lager and bucky, they have a wee bottle of Hims, some Johnny Walker, tweed jackets, like, your dad walks on my dad, your dad walks on my dad, na na na. Again, I worked for Glasgow Caledonian Uni, they took it a step further, it's like, you're just a community college, community college. Again, talking about the beards, I did the November thing, so I went and grew the moustache. I got to the end of the month, and I said to my wife, I was like, I think I'm going to keep the moustache, I quite like it. And my wife goes like that to me, she's like, well, if you're going to keep the moustache, I'm going to do my thing for charity. I'm going to do Decent Beaver. And I was like, okay, I like the moustache, I'll do that. But then it got a step too far, went on to January and February. Anyway, that's the story of my wife and my father-in-law sitting in the corner. Like I said, I work at the Centre for Lifelong Learning, where we put on classes for older adults, and it's people do accredited classes. We actually had a student who was 103 years old. She did enough language classes to actually gain the equivalent of first year of undergraduate university. So I said to her, I was like, what's the best thing about being 103 years old? She goes, oh, no peer pressure. As I said, in my department it's mainly focus on older learning, but we also do intergenerational practice. But my main focus is I'm interested in youngsters. Oh, wait a minute, sorry, I came out wrong. What I meant to say is, my main focus is looking at disadvantaged groups, mainly young people. Operation U-Tree is going to be getting onto me. But in my job, I can literally be asked to do anything. Today I was signing off European timesheets for projects that we're doing. Somebody said their projector wasn't working, it was really just sort of switched off at the wall. A tutor came in to me and he said, William, there's a bee in the classroom. And I was like, okay, I don't really like bees. I was stung by a bee in the past. £25 for a fucking jar of honey. Also, as I said, we do classes, Centre for Lifelong Learning, a lot of art classes, and what we do every year, we put on a big exhibit of all the work. Absolute amazing stuff. Some of the work sells for hundreds of pounds. We're always trying to come up with a new thing every year to make it even better every year. And they didn't like my suggestion this year. I suggested that we had matches in petrol to give it that kind of art school look about it. Too soon. I haven't actually talked about research that I do, I've just realised. We do some work, as I said, we do intergenerational practice. So we did some work in the Springham Academy, looking at children in low aspiration areas and we get some of the older people who have got that kind of background and try to say to the young people, go to university, do what you want. And the thing is, you're just kind of dead rubber there. Because you speak to the women, you speak to the girls there, and they're like, no, my mammy said I can't do it. My granny's in Jerry Springer, Mammy was in Jerry McKyle, she's got big plans for all of us, she wants all of us to be on Gogglebox. That's what you're working with. But in my job, I do enjoy getting to speak to older people on the phone and in person. Sometimes it can be frustrating, sometimes it's quite good. But what a typical conversation you can have is somebody will phone up for an art class, but it's kind of these old timers, and it's the man that speaks on the phone book in the class with the wife, and it's like, hello, I'd like to book a class with my wife. It's like, okay, sir, what class would you like to do? An art class. We've got hundreds of art classes. Okay, Betty, what art class do you want to do? Acrylics. Okay, acrylics. Can I get your wife's name? Yep. Your wife's name is Betty McGraw. Okay. And can I get Betty's date of birth? Betty, what's your date of birth? What do you mean you don't know my date of birth? So after sitting on the phone, we're going through all this, we finally get to the end. I do enjoy some of the names that you get and see, so these are some of the names that I've came across. You've got Sherda Dick, Mo Lester, Beverly Jane Cobbledick, and Willie Stroker. Just some of the names I can come across. But that's me coming to the end, and I realised the biggest thing I've not told you in my work that I've done is I had a tutor come in to me again and come up to me and go, William, not even William, skip the whole people, but she was looking at me, the life model's not turned up, we need somebody to cover for the life model. Looking at me, I'm thinking, okay, I've been working out, I can do this, So I go into the class and the tutor's out, she's doing some photocopying. So I go, okay, I go behind the partition. Right, let's do this. Breeks off, top off. Down in my chaise long, in all my glory. All the students are just sitting, jaw dropped, like, what's happening here? Tutor steps in, is like, William, what are you doing? I was like, life model class? Yeah, portraiture class. I was like, oh my god, I'm sitting there sweating, and oh, honestly, but I know you probably don't believe this happened. I brought the picture. Do you want to see the picture? Yeah. Okay. As I said, there's a portraiture class, it's just my head. But the tutor was seen I was quite disappointed, so she offered to do the rest of it. Do you want to see the rest of the picture? Yeah. There we go. There we go. And do you want to see the rest of it? Oh. There we go. Oh, I'll run the chaise long. It'll be like that. There we go. And as I say, we offer lots of classes in the Centre for Lifelong Learning, and we tried to come up with a new nice kind of catchy slogan, a new poster for the brochure. And we're actually going to use the Bright Club one. I don't know if you've heard my slogan for the Bright Club. But on the cover, it's going to attract so many numbers for it. William Reid gets naked for old people. So I'd like to thank everybody for being a great audience. And hope you enjoyed everybody, and all the rest. That's amazing. Thank you.